Good evening, everyone. Welcome to this episode of Market Pulse for the week starting 6 September 2021 to 12 September 2021. Let's take a look at what is Nifty doing and likely to do this week. That's the monthly chart for Nifty. Nifty is in a strong uptrend. We have formed new areas of demand zone where we can look to buy into Nifty. That's around 16,000 on the index price. That's the best area to be a buyer from swing perspective. We are pretty much overextended. We should uh, wait for pullbacks to go long. The momentum is very strong to the upside. If you're already long, keep trailing and protect your profits. No supply zone on the monthly chart. A quick look at the weekly chart. This week also we started with a gap up and were range bound most of the day today. Uh, uh, on the weekly, we have this demand zone that has been formed right from 16,750 to 16,170, a wider demand zone, which once we go to smaller time frames, we'll have a better idea about where we should be looking at buying from a short-term income perspective. Still, swing perspective, this monthly demand zone at the breakout range of 16,000 is the best area to be a buyer. No supply zone on the weekly chart as well. Similarly, no supply zone on the daily. Very bullish today. We had an indecision kind of candle after a gap up. We could be looking at some pullback on the index. Maybe towards about 7,050, 7,100. Once we go on intraday time frames, we'll have it very clear. We're still bullish outlook on the Nifty, but very overextended. Don't chase prices. Wait for a pullback at least to 16,750 for swing positions, as well as good swing positions can be initiated at around 16,000. Let's take a quick look at intraday timeframes and see what we can expect for tomorrow. That's the best area to think about being a buyer in Nifty around 16,000, 17,070. So we have multiple levels there stacked each other. So that's where most buying will probably again begin. No great demand zone here on this time frame. So we could expect gradual pullback up to 17,070 where we can initiate good long positions. Still no short permissions to short the index. Don't be in a hurry to short the index. Wait for corrective moves to go long. So 17,070 and maybe on the upper side we could still make an attempt to touch 17,500 before we can pull back. Tomorrow intraday, you can play these areas at around 17,290 to 17,230 and the all-time high of 17,400. So bullish outlook on Nifty. No shorting, wait for pullbacks. If you're long, hold on to your positions and keep trailing to protect profits. Uh, Welcome back everyone for this episode of Market Pulse for the week starting 6 September 2021 to 12 September 2021. Let's take a look at what Bank Nifty is doing and likely to do this coming week. All right, so on the monthly chart, the Bank Nifty is consolidating between its prior top and this area of demand zone. Prices pulled back to this area of demand zone on the monthly chart after giving a new high and started rallying up again. A bullish price action on the monthly chart as well. New demand zones will definitely be available on the smaller time frames. We will see a break of the prior high, and probably once we break the prior high at around 37,708, the next 1,000 to 1,000 points could be a very ferocious move. So wait for pullbacks to go long. There are some short possibilities from intraday and short-term income perspectives. Let's take a look as we go down to smaller time frames. Still the best level, if at all Nifty pulls back to this area of demand zone on the monthly at 31,460, we can initiate positional setups on Bank Nifty. On the weekly chart, we are trading in this area of supply zone. That's the area of supply zone on the weekly chart where prices are going in deeper. If you take a look, the trend is nicely established to the upside, making higher highs and higher lows. And as we are moving up, we are forming new areas of demand zone that are getting honored. So that's the new weekly demand zone where we can initiate some short-term income long positions. And if we break out of this all-time high before we hit, this could be the best level to go long for a further target of about maybe 40,000 on the bank nifty. But as of now, that's the new area of demand zone. Swing positions still can be initiated here. Bullish outlook, but there is some selling pressure on bank nifty. Once we go to the daily chart, that's where we are on the daily chart. That's the supply zone, which is holding a bank nifty on the daily chart. That's where we reached and are pulling back. On our way up, that's the best area of demand zone that bank nifty has formed. This will be a very, very good area to go long on bank nifty for a further higher target of maybe the prior all-time high. So wait for pullbacks after indecisive and volatile play on Friday. Today we did not even make an attempt to go and touch test the prior high. We started selling off, and in fact we made a lower low than Friday. So expect some more pullback, gradual pullback. This is the best area for initiating swing positions on. Bank Nifty, that's about 35,800 to 35,900. On the smaller time frame, that is Bank Nifty on 75 minutes, that's one of the best areas that you can look to initiate long positions on bank nifty. These are levels that are stacked above each other, so you can initiate some small buy positions here and swing positions at this area. uh, Intraday shorting can be done between these areas of supply and demand on bank nifty. That's the upper end on 75 minutes, and we will not be greedy about targets for the short trades. These are only short-term intraday trades. So if we are going closer to 836,000, you can look for intraday shorts and target not more than 36,400. So those are the levels for your intraday play. Wait for a pullback. 36,100 will be a really good level to go long on bank nifty, and where we can at least target 36,850 as the first target. And swing positions can be initiated at around 35,800. So bullish outlook, but short-term corrective move expected. So protect your long profits and wait for prices to hit around 36,100 to initiate new long positions. If we fail to break this demand zone and start moving up, then look to go long at new areas of demand zone once we go beyond 37,000 again. So bullish outlook, short-term shorts are possible. Wait for pullback to initiate swing positions. Please go through this disclaimer.